Hey there traders, thanks for joining me for this free video from thestockbandit.com. I'm sure glad that you've made it. So it's the weekend. The thing that we do ahead of a brand new week of trading is stop and take a look at where the indices are, how the overall market's been acting, take note of some major levels to keep an eye on in the days ahead, and understand that that's going to influence how individual stocks are going to move in the days ahead. So this is where the trading plan begins. So I'm going to walk you through the indices, the major averages, and just kind of discuss where we are, what's been taking place. So last week we saw really a whole lot of nothing. The market went nowhere overall. We've just kind of been churning, moving laterally, which is a really good way to digest this 2-week run that we caught higher. So rather than pulling back in terms of price, we've kind of corrected in terms of time. So we've been moving sideways to sort of digest this big run right here, and that's a very healthy way to do it. The bulls are still stepping in, buying even minor dips, so they're providing support here short term still, and it leaves the market in a very bullish appearance right now as we head into a brand new week of trading. So let me walk you through here the levels that I'm watching. For the NASDAQ, short term is this area right here, 30.50. It's really been respected a lot over the past week and a half. We've also got this recent high right up here at 30.90. So we're kind of in this short-term little range here. If we break to the downside, the next level to logically watch is down here at 3,000. That's the prior high from right here. And by the way, if you're not watching this on full screen mode in the 720p setting within the player, go ahead and shift over to that. It's going to give you the clearest picture for eyeballing these charts as I'm walking you through them. But 3,000 was the breakout level, and this was a 115-point range. Generally, you get a big rectangle type of pattern like this, and the projection out of this pattern, if you do get a breakout, is the height of that pattern. In this case, that's 115 points. Add it to 3,000, takes us to 3115. So we've approached that level recently. Last week on Wednesday, we got to 3090, so we got within 25 points of that. But we've kind of rested here. We may continue and attack toward that level, and so that's kind of where we are for the NASDAQ. But really just a good solid week of rest here on light volume, a little bit of a spring break for the overall market, and that's very constructive price action, even if it means a few choppy days here over the past several sessions. For the S&P, we've got the recent high up here at 1414, and then we've kind of been just holding this 1387 area most recently. Beneath that, we've got a couple of levels. 1378, which was the prior 52-week high, and then 1370, which was the high from going back all the way into May 2nd of 2011. So that's really the 1-year high, 1370. But if we pull back further, I would expect to see this area prove to be some at least short-term support. If we're able to push through this 1440 or 1414, the next level is going to be 1440. That's from May of 2008. Going to the Russell, this index is just home on the range between 815 down here, this yellow level, and then 833, which is this white trend line. So last week we spent a few days within this range. We tried to break out right there on Monday. You can see that we got all the way to 843, and it's interesting because that's a level that I've noted here a number of times. Go back in the last few weeks and look at the videos. I've been pointing to this 843 as the next level. If we got through 833, that's where we go to, is the late July little peak right there, and that's right where we stopped on Monday. But we failed at that level, pulled back, held this 815 area, and now we're starting to lift again. So 833 is again on the radar, then 843, and then just a little bit earlier in July was this 860 level. So those are the levels to watch for the Russell. And then finally is the Dow, which this green line right here, if I zoom in here, this green line right here is the 13055 level. That was the high right here on February 29th. So we've essentially pulled back and tested that level here. And we broke through just slightly on Thursday, but we finished 9 points from there on Thursday. So essentially that is the test, and now we're trying to lift here with Friday's bar being green. not an impressive day by any stretch, Friday, but here we are just kind of churning beneath the most recent high. So we've got this 13,289 right up here. And then beyond that is going to be the high from '07, which is 14,198. So we've got a few levels to watch. We've also got this uptrend line goes all the way back into October. Currently that's around 12,930. Okay, you can see that's this big blue trend line. So we've approached it, we've kind of pulled back to this area, and again, we've got an opportunity for the market to establish another higher low here should we happen to turn up from here. So really good constructive price action, even though last week we saw the market move sideways or kind of mixed a little bit up or a little bit down. It was a constructive week, and that's allowing a lot of charts to create some good bullish patterns, flags, and pennants. Be on the lookout in the days ahead. So if you're looking for some trade ideas to add to your own, check us out at the site at thestockbandit.com. We're offering a free trial. You can also check out our recap of every trade that we did last week. So check the YouTube channel for that, or the blog on the site, and you'll see that we're very transparent with the trades that we're making, and I'm showing you not only nightly market analysis, but the setups that I'm looking to trade in the days ahead, and then specifically what and where I'm trading stocks tomorrow. So check us out if you haven't already. Thanks for joining us for this video. I will see you soon with more, but in the meantime, trade like a bandit.